Hi everyone, this is LAR Games, and today, well, I really need to do something quickly. Because, time has passed me by and I might not be able to do it all. So, this is what I'm talking about. The, festival event that I haven't even started. I really need to start it. I forgot how long we had when this started, but enough time has passed that it's getting really close. So, I'm going to start it. There we go. Talk to Liyue Catherine. It's funny though because like I haven't had any. Oh yeah, I just usually don't go to this Catherine to claim my rewards anyway. I usually go to the Mondstadt one because the crafting thing is right next to it. I mean it is here too, but I just tend to avoid this one because events happen around here often. But it's a good thing I did because that means I didn't end up accidentally starting this. But yeah, now that I've finished Ito and Ayato's quests, I can start this now.
Hi, Catherine. We heard that you have a new commission for us.
That's correct. There's a requester who has submitted a designated commission for the two of you.
Ooh.
A designated commission? Sounds like it must be pretty important. What kind of task is it exactly?
There's no need to worry. This commission is not dangerous by any means. Perhaps you have heard that Inazuma will soon be holding a major festival, the magnificent Irodori Festival.
What kind of festival is it?
Yay!
Whoa, that guy's head. Did you see that?
Come to think of it, we haven't attended a festival in Inazuma for a while.
I think the last time was with Ayaka. God, I don't want to see Ayaka again so bad.
The Yashiro Commission and Lady Yae are responsible for all the festival preparations. The one who has requested your help is none other than Lady Yae herself.
Hmm.
You know Miko. She always has some unusual ideas in her head. You can bet a festival planned by her is gonna be one to remember. We'd better go to Grand Narukami Shrine and see what she needs us to do.
Hopefully she doesn't mess with anyone. Well, of course she is. What am I talking about?
Lady Yae is currently
No point
at
hoping
Yae
that.
Publishing House in Hanamizaka, so there is no need to go all the way to the shrine. In fact, she has instructed me to have you directly meet with her there.
Okay.
Oh, well that's convenient enough. Let's go then.
Strange Tale of Sukusio's Tipsy Tincture. Wow, that is a title. Roof cat. Nice. The cats in this world are super skilled. Hello, Yae.
Aratani and Kuroda, how are things coming along?
All the books and commission prints for Yae Publishing House were bound and sent out yesterday afternoon, Lady Yae.
Very good. And Murata?
We have already received word from Apekusu and Sailing Breeze that the materials are all in place for Shogun Almighty Reborn as Raiden with Unlimited Power and Pretty Please Kitsune Guji.
Man, they really love the Reborn as something genre. Like, it's basically a genre in Inazuma, it seems, in itself. It's not just isekai, it's like its own thing.
Well done. And what about you, Onodera?
Nope, he doesn't seem confident.
Ahem.
Oh.
Onodera?
Oh, yes, Lady Ai. Everything is ready for the new issue release party.
You are the one who organized the plans for this release party. In other words, you are the team's fearless leader now. So please, show some confidence. Besides, there's no need to be nervous. This project is destined for success. I feel quite optimistic about it. I shall specially grant you leave for the next couple of days, Onodera. Please take the opportunity to have a good rest. After all, you will be very busy on the day of the release party.
Yes, Lady Ai. Thank you very much.
All right then. Is everyone clear about their assignments? Good. We're running out of time, so let's get moving. Chop chop.
Where do I come in?
Ah, hello, little ones. I take it you have received my commission,
Some organizer you are! It's nearly time for the festival and you're still over here ramping things up for your light novel business! Shouldn't you be getting back to the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Paimon is upset.
You weren't thinking of dumping all the festival preparations on us, were you? If so, then you can forget it! Paimon won't accept such a commission!
Oh, that's great. I love both of their expressions so much right now.
My, such harsh words. It hurts to hear that kind of talk from you two. But as you can clearly see, I'm here working like a dog for the festival. Yet you say I'm not doing my job.
I mean, a fox is kind of like a dog.
Let me ask you, little ones. Whoever said that the festival must involve the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Huh? But isn't that a given? This is Inazuma after all.
Yes, that is true. But now that the Sokoku decree has been lifted, Inazuma is no longer the same nation that once resisted change tooth and nail. Therefore, rather than sticking to the same old traditional festival, the Yashiro Commission and I have decided to shake things up a little. This time, we'll be holding an international cultural festival, distinctly Inazuman, but with a unique twist.
Interesting.
I suppose I should start by telling you the origins of the Irodori festival. Legend has it that there were 5 poets in ancient Inazuma who were supremely gifted in singing and writing poetry. They are known as the 5 Kasen. Every year, one of the 5 would present a collection of the group's poems to the shogun for review, which would then spark culture discussions regarding those works.
Culture discussions, huh?
Thanks to them, Inazuma's culture blossomed and gained great influence at that time. As time passed, people began creating various tales based on the 5 Kasen. The Irodori festival was also developed as a result to show appreciation for their works, which so greatly enriched our lives.
This is about writing.
That's really rooted in culture.
Indeed. To describe it in the words of the ancients, it'd be refined elegance. Unfortunately, with the flow of time, people have gradually forgotten about the 5 Kasen and the festival. Which is precisely why I've decided to revive the Irodori festival by holding a cultural convention featuring light novels.
Why am I not surprised?
Wait a minute! Light novels?
Hey, light novels can be refined and elegant. Sometimes.
Please stop looking at me with those baffled expressions. In ancient times, poetry was all the rage, but nowadays, the entertainment format of choice is light novels. The important thing is not
Wait
the
till it turns into
format, but the
anime.
creative work itself. It is impossible to come up with anything fresh if you're stuck using some rigid format of the past. Speaking of which, don't you think that the concept of focusing on the now perfectly suits the current Inazuma?
Fair enough.
And besides, it's a great opportunity to reintroduce Inazuma to all Teyvat through light novels. As they say, it's 2 birds with 1 stone.
Well, doing this again, Genshin.
Whoa, that was close. Paimon was nearly carried away by Miko's persuasive tongue. Come on, Miko. You can't fool us. We know you by now. This is all definitely stemming from your own personal interests.
I can't deny that my hobbies had no part to play in this. However, regardless of whether it's light novels or a festival, catching people's attention with a fresh concept is the essence here. Well, what do you say? Aren't you two even a little curious about what interesting things you might see at the festival?
maybe a little. Oh, alright, Paimon's super curious now.
Come, let's pay a visit to the venue in Rito together. I promise that it will give you a whole new perspective on the festival. There we'll meet a special someone who will tell you more about your tasks.
Nope. Forcefully teleported. Alright. Wait, never mind. Just loaded the area again. Alright, going to Rito. Hopefully it's Ayaka that we meet.
During the Irodori Festival, the area around the Outlander Affairs Agency will become the main exhibition space for light novels. Once things are in full swing, not only will there be lots of official and fan-created work on display, there'll also be exclusive giveaways, prizes, and new release parties. This small plaza in front of the International Trade Association will be called the Five Kasen Plaza during the festival, and nearby shops will be selling special light novel merchandise. You certainly won't want to miss out.
Interesting.
Wow. How should Paimon put this? It's definitely not your typical festival, but it sure looks like it'll be quite the party.
I feel they're probably going to mark up prices quite a bit on the light novels.
Huh. Miko, what are these blank boards in the center of the plaza?
I was wondering about that.
Those are...
Those are...
Ah, Lady I did
You're
mention
not
that there would
Ayaka.
be some reliable helpers coming to assist with the festivities. It appears she meant you two. At last we meet again, Traveler and Paimon. Tell me, how are you faring recently?
Fine, but we do want to see Ayaka.
Kyoto! Wow, so even a busy guy like yourself is here to attend the Irodori Festival.
Preparing festivals falls under the Yashiro Commission's scope of responsibilities. Seeing as Lady Yae has poured her heart and soul into the preparations, I'm obliged to be equally dedicated.
I mean, judging by that, that trailer I saw, like, 2 days ago, Ayaka's the one in charge of festivals, right? So, fingers crossed.
Come now, Ayato. We're not strangers here. There's no need to sound so formal. We were just about to discuss the boards over here. They're related to our little helper's tasks, so I'll let you give them a detailed rundown.
Certainly. I assume you two already know that the Irodori Festival originated from the Five Kasen. These 5 boards are here for painting their portraits. This Irodori Festival is not only the first major festival to be held in Inazuma since the lifting of the Sakoku Decree, it is also an event deeply rooted in culture and the arts. Therefore, the Yashiro Commission has personally invited several cultural celebrities from other nations.
Oh?
For
Celebrities?
example, the artist we have invited to paint these portraits hails from the distant land of Mondstadt.
Ooh, is that Albedo? It's probably Albedo.
The Yashiro Commission will arrange accommodations and food in Inazuma for each of the distinguished guests. However, we fear that staying in a foreign land may feel a little uncomfortable, which is precisely why it would be ideal to have someone familiar with both Inazuma and other nations of Teyvat to serve as a guide for our guests.
Well, we probably know all of them. Hey, look! The Shogun's, like, she has like a flag back there. That looks cool. Oh wait, it's right here too, in the center. I was looking at the one, like, really far in the back on the left. And then I saw it was right there too. I need to get a closer look at those.
I knew you would catch on. It is our hope that you would be
Oh.
able to guide the guests
The guy
from
is
the
there.
harbor to their residence at the International
In the
Trade
background there.
Association, while providing any necessary assistance along the way.
She has a flag too, it seems. Wonder who else gets a flag.
This arrival schedule includes the details of the ships on which the guests will be arriving. All you simply have to do is go to the docks at the indicated times.
Interesting. Oh. So it only... doesn't say the names of anyone except one. Guess I wanted it to be a surprise, but they already put it in the trailer. Remember seeing Klee and Albedo and Shinshu.
It's settled then. My, look at the time. I have to meet with my editors, so I must be going now. During the festival, most of the Yai Publishing House's editors will be staying near the Outlander Affairs Agency. If you run into any problems, you may find them there.
This festival requires the full cooperation of the Tri-Commission, and there are still many minor details which require my attention, so I must excuse myself for now. I'll leave the guests in your hands.
All the details we need about the ships are on the timetable that Ayato gave us. Let's take a closer look and be sure to pick up the passengers according to the times written on it.
6 to 8.
According to the arrival schedule, there will be a ship arriving from Mondstadt today.
Seems it's only Guy and Miko.
Portraits should be on board. The boat should be arriving soon, so let's head down to the docks.
Oh wait, who's this one? I have no idea who those are. Huh. That boat looked like it was floating.
Hello! You must be here to take part in the Irodori Festival. We're the festival guides, and we'll show you around.
Who are you?
Yes, that's right. We are bards from Mondstadt.
I don't know you.
Word has it that Inazuma has undergone many changes of late. We hope to find fresh inspiration here.
Is Paimon looking for somebody we know?
These guests are all bards, aren't they? Well, where's Tonga's bard then?
Yeah, he's not here.
Strange. He's pretty famous in Mondstadt. Do you think he didn't receive an invitation? Huh? Why's that?
Yeah, he's pretty lazy.
Oh, Paimon sees what you're getting at. Even though Venti no longer rules over Mondstadt, he's still an Archon.
Well, I mean, he's still gonna come, based on the trailer.
If he came rushing to Inazuma at
Oh.
the first mention of a festival, not only
Klee!
would it seem a little childish, it would also sort of be shameless of him too.
Mr. Honorary Knight, Paimon!
It's not like I'm happy to see Klee or anything.
It's Klee! Were you also invited to the Irodori Festival?
No, Albedo's the one who received the invitation. But because everyone in the Knights of Favonius has been really busy these days, Albedo arranged for someone here to issue me a dependent pass.
How do you know how to pronounce that?
Greetings, Traveler and Paimon. After hearing that Inazuma was making preparations for the Irodori Festival, I predicted that I might run into you here.
Always good to see Albedo.
Ha! Paimon knew it! Albedo's the one they've invited to paint the 5 Kassen!
It seems that you already know why I'm here. Just so you're aware, I'll be using my pen name in Inazuma, Calx.
Have I heard that before?
By the way, do you know where the International Trade Association is? I'll be meeting with the editorial director of the Yai Publishing House there.
Yeah, the International Trade Association is where you'll be staying in Inazuma. We'll be heading there too.
Great. Let's get going then.
Must suck to not be able to use teleport points. Almost made it.
Wow, it's so beautiful here! So many things I've never seen before.
Slow down, Klee. Please be careful not to bump into others. Telling Klee so many stories about Inazuma during the trip was probably not the best idea. As a result, she could hardly sleep all the way here. It appears she's even more excited now that we've arrived.
Hopefully she doesn't blow anything up here.
Strange. It seems that the editorial director, Mr. Hiroyama, isn't here yet. I'm certain he said that he'd be sure to arrive before me. This might be a problem. Well, Mr. Hiroyama was supposed to meet with me and give me some reference materials about the 5 Kasen today. That way, I could better visualize the content for my paintings.
I'm looking forward to seeing those paintings, to be honest.
You had no idea what you'd be painting before you arrived in Inazuma?
That Klee just running around.
I only know of the 5 Kasen by name. Because of the sheer age of the tale, very little has been passed down to this day. So Mr. Hiroyama decided to help me collect some more information. I'm the type of painter who can complete a painting quickly as long as I'm inspired. So I agreed on only receiving the details today.
What is she doing on the ground over there?
So when do the paintings have to be done by?
According to the festival plans, the portraits will be revealed one at a time throughout the various stages of the Irodori festival. The first one, depicting Suiko, will need to be done before the festival's official opening ceremony, which is the day after tomorrow.
The day after tomorrow? Then you're already running out of time!
There's no need to panic. When I was working on light novel illustrations, because the manuscripts are shipped by boat, things were always tight and finished at the last minute. Just last month, to ensure the latest book of A Legend of Sword would be finished for the Irodori Festival, I had to complete the final chapter's illustrations the same day I received the manuscript.
Man, you have probably more work to do when it comes to painting than work you do as an alchemist at this point. At least that's what it seems. Because painting is time consuming. I mean, I guess alchemy would be too, but I feel like you'd be waiting a lot more during, alchemical processes than, actively painting something. Like you'd be like boiling some potion or whatever and then be painting in the meantime.
I heard that my illustrations were sent to print as soon as they arrived in Inazuma. I still don't know how well they turned out.
Paimon isn't sure if she should feel sympathetic for your working conditions or compliment you on your artistic genius.
Of course, I would still prefer to receive any possible reference materials in advance, so that I can be better prepared.
Oh, right! The editors of the Yai Publishing House will all be around the Outlander Affairs Agency these next few days. Who knows? Maybe Mr. Hirayama's over there too. We'll take you over there to see if we can find him, Albedo.
Alright, it's worth a try. Klee, you haven't slept for a while now. Please stay at our residence in the International Trade Association and get some rest. We will be back soon.
And don't blow anything up.
Don't worry, Albedo. I'll be on my best behavior.
No bombs.
Fingers crossed he comes traveling.
Oh, I remember this place. Hopefully they stopped charging insane
Happening. The
fees.
moment we need to contact Onodera is when he's on special leave.
Oh, him.
Kuroda and I will go back to Inazuma City for an emergency printing run. The demand for this book is so high, though. Even with the emergency prints, it still might not be enough.
Despite everything, we're still lucky that we found out today. If this had happened a few days later, then we'd really be in boiling water. Hey, do you think that suspicious guy they found in the warehouse has anything to do with this?
Well, the editorial director is on his way over there to investigate the situation as we speak.
Sorry to interrupt, but what's going on here?
Oh, hey, Traveler. Don't worry. It's nothing, just an internal issue. That's all. How can I help you?
I'm looking for the editorial director, Mr. Hiroyama. Does anyone know where he is now?
Mr. Hirayama is currently at the warehouse down by the harbor.
Oh, hold on a second, Murata. Excuse me, but you must be Calx, the one who was invited to paint the 5 Kasen for the festival?
Yes, that's me.
My name is Kuroda. You must be inquiring about information regarding the 5 Kasen. I do apologize, but please make yourself comfortable at the International Trade Association, and I will let Mr. Hirayama know to send you the materials right away.
Oh, no need. You guys look super busy, so we can go find him ourselves.
About that.
Excuse me, but is there something wrong with the latest volume of A Legend of Sword?
Huh? How did you know?
Did he overhear?
Since you were all aware that Mr. Hiroyama needed to send me some supporting materials, that means the editorial director didn't forget about it. Instead, something urgent must have cropped up. To add to that, despite being aware that I am Calx, you were still unwilling to let me go to Mr. Hiroyama directly.
Putting all the clues
Considering
together.
these factors, the only reason you would try to stall me is if something happened to A Legend of Sword, which I did the illustrations for.
Well, I'm very sorry. The situation is just as you said, Calx. I suppose it doesn't hurt to tell you now. Earlier today, someone spotted a suspicious outlander sneaking around inside the Irodori Festival warehouse down by the docks.
Suspicious
So they
outlander.
promptly alerted the Tenryou Commission. The Tenryou Commission was concerned about potential cargo theft, so they contacted everyone who was renting space in the warehouse. It was then that we realized that the latest copies of A Legend of Sword had suddenly gone missing.
What? The books are missing?
Shh, not so loud. Not only is this book an eagerly anticipated release in the last phase of the Irodori Festival, but the author, Chin-Yu, will be personally attending the release party as well.
Because of the dire situation, Mr. Hirayama immediately hurried to the warehouse to determine whether the theft was related to that suspicious outlander.
I see. It would be a great misfortune if A Legend of Sword would not be released on schedule. And quite a disappointment for Chin-Yu as well. If Mr. Hiroyama has gone to the warehouse at the docks, then I'll go down to see if I can be of any help.
So the author of A Legend of Sword is Jay. Sounds familiar. Hey, isn't that Xingqiu's pen name?
It is.
Do you know him?
It is. We have. No, I can't say it was the most pleasant interactions, but yeah.
Xingqiu would definitely be upset if he discovers his books are missing. Let's accompany Albedo to the warehouse, too.
Alright. There's a warehouse? Hey look, Venti. Is he the suspicious outlander?
It's you! Why are you here?
It's you.
I'm here on behalf of the Tenryou Commission, of course. Is that surprising?
No, Sarah, Paimon wasn't talking about you! So, Tone-Deaf Bard. The suspicious outlander in the warehouse wouldn't happen to be you, would it?
Considering the evidence, it appears that the suspicious outlander is indeed me.
As I have told you, you are a suspect. Before your allegations of theft and illegal entry as a stowaway are cleared, you are to remain silent. Don't make me say it again. Traveler,
She's so antagonistic.
Paimon, do you know this self-proclaimed bard from Mondstadt?
The self-proclaimed bard. Yeah.
Listen, Sarah. Knowing him, it's safe to say that he wasn't behind the theft. But what's this about being a stowaway?
Although he claims to be a special guest for the Irodori Festival, He's failed to present his invitation letter. Therefore, we can only suspect that he might have entered the country illegally. And just a moment ago, we caught him in a dandelion wine crate near the Sailing Breeze.
Okay, well, he might steal that one. You need to watch out for him near wine or any sort of alcohol.
If it would help shed any light on the situation, then please, be my guest.
Oh, Venti! You didn't really come here illegally, did you?
Just
Ouch, your words wound me. We've been apart for so long, and the moment we meet again, all I'm greeted with is grilling questions and suspicious glares.
I wonder if he would bother to reveal that he's Barbados in a situation like this.
You arrived in Inazuma via similar means, or so I heard. You of all people should be more understanding, don't you think?
Similar means?
Let's not bring up the past now. It's all behind us.
I merely jest. Fear not, for the person who sent me the invitation is none other than Kamisato Ayato of Yashiro Commission. It's unlikely that someone acquainted with the likes of him would ever be here illegally, right?
But why weren't you on the same ship as the other bards?
Well, once I received the invitation letter, I couldn't help but want to come to Inazuma a little early. It was then that I happened upon a cargo ship bound for Inazuma transporting dandelion wine.
Of course.
So, naturally, I decided to set sail with them.
And help
Once
yourself a
aboard,
little bit.
I found the captain to be a kindred spirit, and I was treated to an abundance of fine
Of
liquor
course.
along the way. I must have fallen asleep in the cargo crate while carefully comparing the tastes of dandelion wine and Inazuman sake. And when I woke up, I found myself in this warehouse with a Tenryou Commission General glaring at me from atop the grate.
That would have been a really funny scene in an anime.
This story is quite believable, but it still feels a bit...
Well, is being obsessed over alcohol childish? Shameless is more like it.
Excuse me, I'm the owner of the stolen goods from the IA publishing house, and there are some questions I would like to ask you. Based on what you just said, it seems you've been in the warehouse for some time now. If that's the case, did you happen to hear anything unusual?
Well, he was asleep
I
drunkenly,
did
I
hear some
assume.
faint footsteps around me a couple of times, but I didn't consider the sound anything out of the ordinary.
Hmm? But if you clearly heard something, why didn't you feel it was unusual?
Oh, I seem to understand now.
Huh? What did you notice, Albedo?
When it comes to
Tell us,
burglars,
Holmes.
they are generally associated with prying or rummaging through things. What Venti means is that he did not hear anything unusual like that. As for the sound of footsteps, because this is a warehouse where many goods are coming in and out each day, it is quite normal for people to be walking around.
I see. But if that's the case, then we're back to square one regarding the stolen books.
No, not quite. From the facts that have been presented to us, we can draw at least 3 conclusions now.
Thank God we have Albedo here.
Whoever took the novels is not a spur-of-the-moment burglar. They had their sights on the books from the very beginning. Second, the culprit was very familiar with the warehouse, and might even have a key. And third, I knew you'd catch on, Traveler. One person couldn't possibly transport so many heavy books in such a short window of time. It must have been a team effort. It goes without saying that Venti clearly does not match up with our culprits.
Yes, I agree with your reasoning. Mr. Hirayama, the Tenryou Commission will continue by investigating the warehouse staff. If you come across any further clues, please notify us immediately.
Yes, understood. I'll leave it to you then.
I suppose I'm free as a bird then.
I bet she's gonna stop him.
Not so fast. Even though we've cleared the theft allegations, we still haven't ascertained whether your arrival in Inazuma was legal or not.
Aw, 'tis a shame. I thought surely after my honest account you might let me off the hook.
Sara's quite the meticulous one. So, where's your invitation letter, Venti?
His
Yes,
Paimon ate it.
the
Oh wait, he can't use that
letter.
excuse.
I'm truly sorry. I Can't seem to remember where I may have put it.
How could you lose something so important?
Don't be mistaken. I was well aware of how important it was. But I didn't bring any luggage with me, and the letter was too big to fit in my pocket. So I kept it in my hand the whole trip. Strange. Though I had a little too much to drink, I know that I kept it in a secure place. I even recall being most pleased at coming up with a good idea at the time.
Did you put it in your pants?
Holding the invitation in your hand the whole time, then why did you put it down?
Well, to properly compare the taste of Mondstadt wine and Inazuman sake, I had to hold a glass in each hand. I couldn't both hold the invitation and a glass at the same time.
Somebody needs to smack him upside the head.
Put it in just any random place. It could easily be misplaced.
In which case,
Glad that didn't
I
happen.
believe there's only one place it could be. Have you figured it out, traveler?
Please don't say his pants.
You're way ahead of Paimon. Do you two already know where the invitation letter is?
No, good. It's not one of the options. Yeah, probably under his hat.
Ah, yes. I remember now. I knew you'd help me find it.
It's not going to show him taking off his hat. Yeah. They never really do special animations like that.
This is indeed an invitation letter issued by the Yashiro Commission. Now that we've confirmed this guest's identity, I have no further questions. However, starting tonight, I would advise you to stay at the International Trade Association. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be leaving now.
There goes Sara. All right, let's go talk to Mr. Hirayama about Albedo's reference materials.
Mr. Hiroyama, I'm Calx. We had originally arranged to meet today.
Ah, yes, so you are Calx. I'm very sorry that you've arrived in Inazuma only to find such a mess. These are the materials regarding the 5 Kassen. All the information that we could find is compiled here.
So I got to read it too. That's weird. That was a very thorough calamity then.
Let's see here. Yes, it's just as I had suspected. Monikers such as Suiko and Aoi no Okina aren't the real names of the 5 Kassen. Though there were once many stories regarding each of the 5 Kassen, the validity of their contents can no longer be verified in present times. Alas, what a shame. But, at the very least, we know that most of the stories were written according to a similar style. So there is still something we may glean from this.
Somebody left their ramen.
Is the info useful for your paintings, Albedo?
To some extent, yes. However, I must admit that it is still lacking and fails to fulfill the most crucial element.
Do you really need inspiration for work?
Inspiration.
I am sorry that this information is not as exhaustive as you had hoped. However, it is not possible to gather anything more at the moment. Though, Lady Yai did say that there are many variations of the story about the 5 Kassen, and everyone has a different story in their heart. So all you need to do is follow through with what's in your own heart, and create something that you yourself find interesting.
That does sound like something Miko would say.
Thank you, Mr. Hirayama. No need to worry. I'll find inspiration for the portraits.
Great. I'll leave it to you then, Calx. Oh, and there's one more thing I need to ask of everyone. Tomorrow morning, Mr. Genyu, the author of A Legend of Sword, will be arriving in Inazuma by boat. If you see him, please do not mention the stolen novels for the time being. Whether the stolen books are eventually recovered or not, the IA Publishing House will do its best to ensure that the novel's release is a success. You have my gratitude. I'll be going then.
Well, seems there's nothing more we can do here.
What's Venti
Let's
doing?
go.
He seems suspicious.
Venti? What are you doing over there? You don't want us to leave you behind, do you?
Traveler, Albedo, would you mind coming over here for a moment? There's something peculiar that I think you should see.
What is it, Venti? A piece of paper.
Indeed.
That's all it is.
When I
Just a
awakened
tiny piece of
by
paper.
myself in the warehouse this morning, I discovered this paper in the cargo crate where I was sleeping. I didn't think much of it then. I thought it was merely a scrap piece of paper that had fallen into the cargo. After a quick glance, I stuffed it into a place nearby. But on second thought, I think it's worth having you take a look at what's written on it.
It's like a poem, sort of.
Let me see. Suiko chapter. Wait a minute. Isn't Suiko
So we have to
the name of
collect
one of
the other
5
ones.
Kassen?
The story told in this poem roughly boils down to Suiko getting tipsy and letting some poems that were meant for the Shogun get stolen. Ah, this story sounds familiar to my ear. Where have I heard it?
Because you very faithfully reenacted it.
It's literally the same story you just experienced yesterday.
Oh, indeed it is. Interesting, isn't it?
Sort of.
Yes, I concur. The person who left this paper could quite possibly be the criminal, or even a witness to the theft. But why leave the paper here in such a fashion? And if the one who left it here was a witness, why didn't they attempt to stop the burglary?
Alright, let's not get
Didn't
ahead
expect a
of ourselves.
mystery for this.
Meeting together in Inazuma like this is a most rare occasion. Since we've been busy from the start of the day, let us find an inn with good drink to keep our thirst at bay.
Hey! You just sobered up.
I was about to say the same thing.
Thinking about more drinks. And let's not forget that Albedo still has a portrait to complete. We don't have time to be slacking off.
No, it's fine. Let's all go for a drink together. It'll be my treat.
Wait a minute. What about your portrait?
As I mentioned before, I'm the kind of artist who can work quickly once I'm inspired. And now, it seems I've found my source of inspiration. If I use a model as reference for the piece, we must pay him back with the appropriate recompense.
In that case, we'll need to order more dishes.
So I guess what's going to happen here is that we're going to come across situations.
The poet Suiko
Okay.
made his way to Tenshukaku and presented the Kasen's work for the Shogun's perusal. But a page from the works of Aoi no Okina had been torn out, and
Her
Suiko was
face.
questioned regarding the matter. Suiko pleaded guilty. He admitted to drinking at the tavern the night before, and vaguely recalled a mysterious figure approaching while he was intoxicated.
Whenever you need. Wow, you really came through, Albedo.
Wow.
You were able to complete the first portrait before the opening ceremony.
Alright, so like I said, I'm pretty sure I know what's going to happen. Each of the 5 Kasen or whatever are going to be depicted by Albedo as people that we know. And their situations are going to reflect the situations that the Kasen had. So what I'm thinking is that maybe Miko is behind this. But we'll see.
Yes, it really is a sight to behold. Not only does it harken to the traditional style of Inazuma, but it also makes use of modern aesthetics. My figure is particularly striking. Even though I'm sound asleep in the portrait, I still appear as glorious as always.
Well, that's one interpretation. I wouldn't say that's very flattering at all. What was I gonna say? I do wonder who the other ones are going to be, but that's not what I was thinking.
Hey, don't get too full of yourself, Tone Deaf Bard. You were just a model. The person in the artwork isn't actually you. Well, Albedo, who will be your next portrait?
The next one will be Aoi no Okina of the 5 Kasen.
Now, who will that be?
Albedo, might I suggest waiting a little before starting on the next one? Who knows? You might soon discover another story.
Another story?
I believe he's referring to the possibility of finding another paper with tales of the 5 Kasen. According to the reference materials I was given, we've only found the first of a total of 4 chapters.
I just remembered what I was going to say. I was going to say that I don't actually need to read the papers that we find, because it's going to be read out in a little animation. Probably. It's going to probably be read out in an animation like that. So I'd rather see it first like that. I don't know. I'll probably read one more. And if it still does the animation thing for each painting, then I'll stop. And just, skip it. So I could see the animation instead.
Do you think the mysterious person who left the first paper will strike again?
It certainly is a possibility. Also, there are some points regarding the stories of the 5 Kasen that have left me rather curious. For example, the reference materials make mention of 5 legendary figures, yet all the popular stories only consist of 4 parts. It appears that throughout all the stories, there is never a chapter dedicated to Kuronushi.
Yes, I'm also curious about these stories myself. But who knows? They may merely be akin to the old saying in Mondstadt. Seeds of stories brought by the wind and cultivated by time. So for now, we need but just wait patiently.
Act 1 complete. Hooray! Oh, and each one is a thing. I assume there's going to be a non-voiced one. And I'm not really sure this is worth recording. But for now, I'll give it a shot.
Leave it to me. All of it. Whatever it is. What exactly is it?
Wait, what? Alright, well, let's see where this takes us. That's pretty good. Some cultural mingling already happening. Right. Okay. 4 pictures of Mondstadt stuff. Oh, Inazuman regional specialties. Okay, I get it. He was just setting an example when he was talking about Mondstadt. Okay, that seems easy peasy.
I'll catch up.
And I was right. This kind of quest is not really recording material. Why, hello there. Who are you? What the heck? Hi. The loser Shogun. That's a lot of self-flattery there for Ye. You'd think people would consider that blasphemous or something. You look really good in those ears. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're not real. Yep, okay. Rainbow Aster. Alright, let's take a look at some specialties. Oh, what are you doing? What are you pointing to? Oh, look at all this stuff. Are you selling something? Yes, go ahead. Do you actually sell books? Nope. I doubt he's gonna sell any as well. So where does this lead? What does this say? It's not translated for me. Oh, I've seen people post pictures of this. Should take advantage of this before, Oh, too high. There we go. Hehehe. There we go.
Toodaloo.
You know what? She needs... Yeah. Come on.
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh.
There you go. Yeah. Too bad there's nobody standing next to the other one. Alright.
Someone needs assistance.
Ooh. Oh. That's one of those... At some point. What happens if I say yes? Oh, in a few days. So to me, that just, you know, means that I have to do enough quests to unlock it. Huh. Okay. Well, let's go and find some specialties. There should be a couple down here. Does this count? Guess that didn't work. Oh, this should be one. What? Do I have to save it? I'll see if saving it does something. Nope, that did nothing.
Shadows access denied.
It says it's not. We're not allowed to use the gadgets. Oh, okay. Okay. So that counted, but the other one didn't. Now where's some melons? Some big juicy melons. Just one there was some melons around here. Oh, this counts as one. And the melons are over here. Do crystal fly? Now, crystal flies probably aren't going to count. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Here we go. Is it only counting the Oni Kabuto? What about the melons? No, those don't count. What else? Dang it. So I guess I can't take another screenshot of sakura petals, right? No. So what else is there?
We're way behind schedule.
What else is there? It didn't let me take one of this. No, this doesn't count, apparently.
We're way behind schedule.
Seagrass isn't a regional specialty, apparently. So what else is there? Ayaka's song is playing. Yeah, it really doesn't want seagrass. Is a fox a regional specialty? It is not.
Next on the agenda.
Can't think of anything. Ooh, are annoying puzzles a regional specialty?
We're way behind schedule.
Here's some more melons. Yeah, it doesn't want the... What the heck? What happens if I put them on the ground? Nope.
I'll catch up.
Would this one count? Maybe? No. I assume this won't count since it's not an item. Yeah, no.
Someone needs assistance.
Why doesn't it let me use this, though? I feel it fits the theme fine.
Someone needs assistance.
Also, I was so close to melons when I started searching. I don't think there's gonna be anything I can use here.
I must leave no stone born of ice and frost.
Huh, I don't think I've ever seen this one before. Whoop. Before I forget. So what did it do? Oh, you activated. Alright, first, let's do this real quick. I always forget about that. That's it? That's not worth it. Alright, let's look for some sort of regional specialty that I don't have access to right now. Let's go to Rito again. Maybe there's something here. There's gotta be something I can use. Still think I should be able to take a picture of melons, but I can't. Alright, hold on. I need to look this up. I have already wasted enough time. Wait, the bird counts? Foxes count? The electro crystal fly would have counted as well. What the heck? Let's see if a fox works. Wait, it doesn't. So I guess there's going to be an animal one or something at some point.
Fate is called as such, for it cannot be changed, nor can it be reversed. It can only but be accepted.
Oh, I could use that. Okay, yeah. Sakura blooms, Onakabito. Naku weed! I tried taking pictures of Naku weed. That didn't work. Alright, whatever. I'll just go over here. Ignore those nice young men over there. They surely wouldn't do anything evil. And take picture. Damn it. I really shouldn't have gone here.
Shadows of fate.
Charging up a storm over there. Calm down there, you.
Born of ice and frost.
Oh, you're still blocking while frozen? That's annoying.
That we're supposed to meet should be arriving soon. Let's go to the docks.
No, we should not.
Shincho will be on board, right? So we should be careful not to say anything about the stolen novels.
That's the second part that I'm not going to do yet. Alright, here we go. Alright, so next part of this quest I'm not going to record because there's really no point. There's nothing to add on to this. But at least we have this finished and I know how to do it now. All I have to do is just look it up. Because for some reason it did not consider melons to be a regional specialty, even though they totally are. Create a poem? Ew, I don't like poems. Sakura blooms are pretty interesting compared to all other things. And again, the dragon pieces or whatever. Let's go with the Sakura blooms. Alright, that's that. The reward sucked, but that's fine. Alright. Well, I guess that's it for this part of the quest. God, she looks really good. Those ears. I like it. She actually looks better than Yayamiko a lot. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.